A little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing!
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 wrists. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Your offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What would you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing!
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a sore, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground on the cards is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Your offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
Staying old and live.
What is going on, everybody, and welcome back for some more Valorant action here at the ECAC. And I've got even more letters to throw at you guys tonight. We've got WVU PSC versus Wayne State College. But before we get into all of that fantastic Valorant coming up, I am Sepulence, joined by the great and wonderful Jag, and this is going to be a one for the ages, to say the very least.
Yeah, 5 weeks and 2 teams that are undefeated going up against each other. I mean, we still have a few more weeks of the regular season. You and I have at least one more broadcast before we get to playoffs, but this is going to be the tone setter for the latter half of that season. So these teams, you win here today, you stay undefeated, you get to take down a previously undefeated team, and you get to look like a top dog here at the ECAC. See, now the letters just jumbling up in my
I threw too many.
Yeah, I mean, we're not good at math. We're not good with letters either, but we are good at is casting Valorant. And I mean, I think this map pool tonight, I know you were a bit excited about it. I'm pretty excited about it too.
I'm hype. I'm hype, but I'm anti-hype as well. I feel like I'm almost like statistically right in the middle because I'm super excited that we're actually I really expected to see Breeze today. We're not going to be seeing that, and we are seeing Split, which I'm super excited about. That's going to be okay. We might be seeing Split. Let's get back to that. That's map 3, but we'll get to the map pool in a second. Either way, one of the maps is the one that I was like anti-excited about. It's going to be everybody's favorite. You know it. You love it. You can't get rid of it. Ascent is going to be that first map. And I don't know. I'm personally hyped. I called Icebox earlier. I called it Hypebox. That's the one I'm really keeping an eye out on. Jet, she is back in full swing and stronger than ever. And I mean, the Operator, the Marshal always make appearances as my favorite guns in the game.
I think the most interesting thing about this is that Wayne State, we talked to them very early on in the season. We actually thought we were going to see them week 1, so we had a lot of notes back from that first talk with their coach. And one thing they said is that they really like playing either Breeze or Split. So they do get one of those choices here today, but they got the first pick, and they decided to actually go, I believe, with Icebox. So that was something that we weren't exactly expecting, but that was a few weeks ago, so I'm sure things have changed. Maybe as the meta has changed, they've decided this is where they'd rather go. But I mean, this is the decision they've made, so they're going to have to either win or lose by it, but they're still going to be happy about that last one. It was the tiebreaker, so either map they had left over, they were going to be happy with.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm still shocked that Icebox was chosen. That's definitely something we talked about before the broadcast. I'll bring it up right now again, is we really thought, Split or Breeze is going to be making an appearance. I was so confident. I was like, oh, Breeze. Then they were like, oh, we're going to pick Icebox. I was like, all right. Simply, it is what it is. But I'm super excited. We have Ascent first. I'm hoping we see some crazy Sova plays. I'm hoping we see some Odin gameplay. Just some out-of-pocket things. Some less traditional matchups, so to speak. And now with the Agent Selects coming out, Jet, like I said, she's back in full swing. That bug was fixed. And I expect to see at least one of them here. And there it is.
Yeah, at least one. There's 2, both locked in. Let's really quickly talk about the players we are told to look out for. I think the biggest position we'll be looking for on the side of PSC for Potomac State is going to be Teague as well as Sauceton. So the Jet and the Sky respectively makes a lot of sense. That's going to be a lot of your entry, especially, like you said, just with the Jet, her bug that was basically a huge-ass nerf. Now it's going to be gone, and now she's going to be back at, well, not full strength because she did get nerfed a little bit ago, but, in a place where she's still playable and still can do a lot of work. I really wanted to see an Astra. I think Astra can, or not Astra. There is an Astra. Reyna is who I'm trying to talk about. She is very, very good here if you do want to go with the double duel setup, but neither team wants to commit for it. So that's very interesting in my eyes. their side, it's going to be Munez, who's going to be the player to look out for Wayne State. So both of these top players and identified by their own teams are going to be on the Jets. So this could be a battle of who can get the better jet diff.
Yeah, absolutely. And I liked the point you were accidentally making. I wanted to see some Astra gameplay as well. I've been spending a lot of time on TikTok. I've been watching a lot of clips on Valorant, and some of the Astra players, I mean, they are just insane. The things I've seen players do with Astra walls has been beyond impressive. I'm really curious if that same level of momentum is going to be carrying over here from Wayne State. Have they been on Valorant TikTok as much as I have? Do they know these lineups, so to speak? Either way, we've got different enough team comps where I'm really going to be looking for individual play as we jump into these early rounds.
Yeah, Wayne State with a double healing comp, I would say with the Astra, it's a bit more defensive. You play a little bit more map control, but with the Sage, those Sage walls and those flow orbs can be huge to cut off an area or just like at least get the opponent away. So Wayne State, they have a lot of versatility for WVU, PSC, kind of the same thing. The Omen lets you get in, the Killjoy keeps people out. So both these teams, they're not really playing for a specific side. They're kind of playing all over the map, I would say.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think Wayne State, I think their comp benefits them better for point A, the A site, because you definitely kind of hit the nail on the head there. Sage walls, slow orbs, they're really impactful on both the approach through tree and the approach just through A long, kind of that corridor, I can't think of the word, the winery or whatever you'd like to call it. I just think that has a lot of great action there, but Zobi only gets one trade there onto Teague before being traded out by Sauceton there. So immediately going to be that 5v5 turn into a 4v4. And Finn going to be going for, I'm not going to call it a hero play, but getting a little bit aggressive, rotating around toward mid. Bites the bullet for it, taken out by a Jet early.
And that is going to be a pretty confident pick there, going with the Sheriff.
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh!
1, 2 versus 2. You have to be really careful. It's very weak, and there's no healer alive for them anymore.
BB is incredibly lucky. That was not just a 3K for the opposing Sova there. Just went right over BB's head, barely able to stay alive. Swaby knows somebody's around the corner, but gives up on the idea. It still has time to get the gun out, luckily enough. Might be able to find something, but no. Taunt will find that ult fire. Down to 3 HP. Swaby, even a little bit of competence there, just a little bit more confidence coming around that corner could have made a massive difference. But unfortunately, Sauceton gets pincered, and it looks like Wayne State is going to walk away with round 1.
And that was just such a smart play there by Wayne State. They're really lucky that they don't end up losing anyone there at the very end. Taunt, 3 health, and a Dream able to stay alive. But you saw the rotation there. Just running around the point, just playing, what's that game? I'm trying to think of it.
Ring Around the Rosie?
Ring Around the Rosie, yes, exactly. Playing Ring Around the Rosie, purposely just like going tit for tat there with the steps, and then Wayne is there in time, or Taunt is there in time to get the final blow. That's going to be the first round for them, but
you see what I'm seeing?
Yeah, PSC, interesting play. They're going to go for mostly a safe, but they're also going to buy a Marshall from Teague.
Yeah, this is confidence at its finest. Kind of that same energy as picking a Sheriff from round 1, right? You are relying on yourself to hit your shots when they matter most, and BB's going to find that first kill, but a trade from Sauceton, turns into a 2K, will be traded back out by the opposing Sky. Sin gets the kill, Taunt comes in from the heavens. Looks like Teague picks up 1, but now you've got to find 2 more. You are at critical condition, but Sin down to 8 HP. Sky, she's the only healer that cannot heal herself.
Yeah, there Sin tries to go for the overgrowth, but it seems like for the most part their Jet was full health anyway. And this is where you want to be if you're Teague. You only have 33 health, but you have a great sightline. The only issue is that Finn doesn't get to pick up a gun throughout all that chaos.
Yeah, Finn somehow stuck with the classic, getting aggressive, no! Gets taken out, perhaps a bit too aggressive. Now Teague probably going to have to kind of give up here. I feel like a save round in round 2 would be a little bit weird, right? So I doubt we're going to be seeing that make an appearance. Able to block out that Sky Flash. The Hawk doesn't find its purchase yet. Oh, the dash in from the heavens, but no! The 180 no-scope there does put Teague back in their place, and Wayne State going to find themselves up 2-0 on Ascent.
I think the crazy thing there is I'm pretty sure both Jets actually had 33 health there, like both of them the exact same spot, both of them the exact same weaponry, and yet
doesn't get closer than that.
It doesn't. It's just Teague has to make the play, tries to dash out, and you saw just that split second indecision there. They get stuck on the high ground, they can't get their weapon quick enough, they drop and they run right into the enemy Marshal. Just if they were a little bit quicker on the draw, they might have been able to get one. I mean, both players from Wayne State were in the red, but that's 2 rounds for them, and they are going to buy a bit. So even though they won 2 rounds, it's usually the bonus for PSC. Instead, they're going to be met with pretty equal firepower.
Yeah, I think Wayne State has realized they're winning just the general mechanics fight. They did that kind of both rounds. They won in terms of mechanics alone. Now they think if we equalize the firepower, it's just like the pistol round, so to speak. And I'm really curious. But Taunt, the first to go, a huge teardown of Wayne State's offense. That's going to be really desperate here. Now they're stuck in a 4v5. They lose kind of their star-studded players so far. I'm really curious what's going to happen here. If Wayne State can find their momentum, play it slow, and get some aggressive picks early, or are they going to just get caught out here by PSC?
And that's going to be a bit of a stun, but there's going to be the follow-up guiding light of their own. No one is there, so it's a bit quiet on the home front. It looks like Wayne State, they're trying to take over market, they're trying to take over mid, or maybe just trying to go for an all-out approach on B, but Jay Chronic does have this Odin. Say this is the best weapon you can expect of a Sova. It's peanut butter and jelly like a Jet and the Operator, but no. So Wayne State, after losing that first member, slowly but surely, trying to find something, running out of time.
Yeah, really good trigger discipline from Jay Chronic there, though. Heard somebody getting the ult orb, but knew they weren't in the proper position to capitalize on the kill. Now, Teague from PSC going to be making a world of difference. I mean, what is that? 11 HP, able to just nonchalantly drop a 4K. That was the round that PSC was supposed to win, and even with equal firepower, they were still able to do it. Now the economy for Wayne State is the one I'm going to be worried about.
Yeah, that was a bit of a force spot. They thought that it was in their favor. They thought they could catch them off guard, but it really doesn't work like that. That is a round you're expecting to win as PSC, but you're still not going to play it, like, I would say, as safely as maybe other rounds or as aggressively as other rounds. Right. I think the biggest surprise is more like if it's 1-0 and then you try to buy Spectres yourself. That's when it's a big surprise. That's when you might catch the opponent off guard, but here it's expected, and now there's going to be nothing on the side of Wayne State.
Oh, Teague gonna get caught with a shock dart there, gonna get healed back up, and I'm really curious because you can't right-click refarm anymore. You have to get kills with that left click to refarm this Blade Storm, and I believe both Blade Storms are currently active, so I'm really going to be keeping an eye on that kill feed for the Jets to see which one of them kind of makes a name early. A quick rotation here through Tree, but no, Swaby is going to find that first kill onto Sin. That's a pretty big opportunity for PSC to rush in and find some great value, but Swaby playing it slow, playing it careful, waiting for this smoke to run out. BB really caught out where they are right now.
Depending on how Swaby plays this, maybe they'll get caught off guard, but it looks like they are just going to play back, play safe. Both Blade Storms were used, by the way, so we only saw the one from Teague, but it was actually used on the other side as well.
I thought so.
State. Yeah, so we could see a battle there eventually, but that's going to be a jet in the air. That's going to be a lot of knives thrown in, not really landing.
Yeah, that was 2 missed blades. Jay Chronic picks up that first real fight opening kill. We saw Sky go down early, but there was no capitalization off the back of it. BSC, they're looking to tie the series up. They're up 5-3 right now. I don't think we've seen any blades coming out. Jay Chronic gets gravity weld and still wins the firefight. Finn will pick up that final kill, and PSC with our first flawless round of the night.
No one even gets to a red bar. Not super surprising considering that it was a save round, the Blade Storm being committed. I'm not against that idea. Maybe you're able to trade 1 or 2 people out along the way. There you don't get anything, but it's at least worth the effort because really that Blade Storm will always be used as a substitute if you can't buy for a weapon. So now they're able to buy here. This is the round where things are really important because whatever team loses this, their economy is not going to be in great shape, and you might give up an operator for free. Like you said, operators are online, and it's going to be for both teams, so we're going to see this jet on jet action.
Peek down mid. Peek mid. Oh! Teague misses the first shot, though. Oh, devastating. Teague gets a kill. Actually kills the opposing op. So huge. I assume somebody's probably going to pick it up on the other side. Sin with a great shot there. Jay Chronic is going to go for that kill and going to find it. Clean as day, clean as a whistle there. Just a great start for PSC so far. They're up in the numbers game, but I don't know, Wayne State, if they're left clicking, they usually aren't missing those shots.
Yeah, and I think we've seen this a few times now from Zobi. On this Sage has been one of the first to fall. Sage, sure, you can frag out and you can do a lot of things with her kit, but you really have to play a bit more defensively as a Sentinel in general, but you really have to play back so you can hit those walls.
Oh, Jay Chronic facing the wrong way for the time being. Does not turn around fast enough. Sin finds the kill. Finn kills Sin. That's not going to be how you want to win for Wayne State. I couldn't think of a fourth rhyme. I was really trying there. But Finn picks up BB01, and all of a sudden, PSC, they are back in the lead for that numbers advantage. Taunt falling is low. 66 HP. Really pinching out a phenomenal paranoia there. Able to catch out this Astra. Just a little bit, but Swaby's got to be so careful. Move even a muscle. You've given your location away. Taunt. I would love to see them die to the turret, if I'm being honest. No, it'll be Swaby, though.
Falls to Swaby instead, and there you see Wayne State. They get a little bit too big for their britches. They think that the point is cleared out. Again, never forget about Boathouse. That time there was still one person lurking there. It's the Killjoy Finn. Stays alive. The rotation comes in from Swaby. Now after a 2-0 start, Wayne State, they've been up 3 rounds in a row. And one thing we didn't even get to touch on because we had such a fast introduction was that, you know, the ratings of these players in comp is
oh yes,
it's not super far apart, but you're looking at
not as close as you'd think
State.
either.
Yeah, Potomac State is mostly Immortal players, some Radiant, and then on the other side, it's mostly Diamond players.
Oh, that's going to be a great shot from Teague there. Gets gravity weld, but like the damage had already been done. Oh, and another one through the wall. A wallbang kill looking for a third, but no Sin with the Marshall. Picks up that counter kill. However, any player is going to take a 2-for-1 any day of the week, and PSC, they just found themselves that. Sin might go for something here. I think that was Sauceton may have grabbed the operator. I didn't get a great look. No, still has the Phantom online, so the op must have fallen a little bit further than we'd like, especially with 45 HP. Jay Chronic waiting on the corner. Sauceton finds that first kill, and now they're getting hyper aggressive. They know they've got the numbers. They're looking for these final kills.
Yeah, and they really don't have to do that much. They can just sit on the point. They can do two split, but
There it
actually it's a 3v2 right now. But now it doesn't even matter. Sauceton catching out BB, and now it's just this guy who's able to get another kill, but how much longer can their luck last?
Yeah, so no offense to the Jet on the side of Wayne State, but Sin has been disgusting with this Marshall so far, and I'd be so curious. Hand them an op, hand them a gun that literally one-taps even on a body shot, and I think Sin could really start to tear up the leaderboard, but right now, you have the Seekers, you have the Wolf, you've given up your location, you don't have enough time to rotate, you've got to try to take this first fight, picks up one, gets a little too greedy, goes for the Phantom instead, and Swaby around the corner picks up the damage afterwards. PSC, they go up 4-2.
They do, but they lose 3 members along the way. Now their economy, it is healthy enough where they can buy here, but if they lose this round, then it might not be a full buy next time. So it's a big hero play from Sin. Like you said, a little bit too greedy at the end, tries to go for the weapon instead of waiting for a follow-up shot to come through, but still 3 kills with a Sheriff, and the only one to get those kills on your team. Pretty dang good overall, and I think the biggest thing is you have a lot of alts in your bank right now. Biggest thing, keep Zobi alive. They have been dying quite a bit, and they've been dying usually first or second. You need that res to sustain for the rest of the round.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree. You've just got to find Zobi one way or another. This Sage can no longer be the first person to go down. Now, Sin getting super angry here, coming around the corner, taking half HP damage in the process. So we're seeing them go for kind of a storm attempt onto point right, but Jay Chronic's Hunter's Fury puts down Sin, puts down the spike, but it looks like Zobi's going to be able to pick it up straight away. Going for the plant, finally trying to give the team some efforts here. It looks like Jay Chronic will be the next to go. 4-4 matchup. The spike has been planted, and the clock is ticking in favor of Wayne State. They are really trying to put this series from a 2-round difference to only 1.
Cosmic Divide thrown out. They also still have a Hunter's Fury. And Zobi gets Finn. This is looking good. They don't even have to commit their res here if they play this carefully. They use it anyway, and immediately Teague falls. This is great for Wayne State.
Yeah, I think you had a great point. Res certainly wasn't needed, and it was wasted. Sin was immediately put back down, but Zobi has certainly come to life. Able to find that res. The spike plant will fall to Swaby, but again, the damage might have been done. Swaby, though, if anybody's going to clutch this up, it's got to be them. Finds 3. Where's the 4th? They know the Sova's nearby. They think he's in hell, but in for a rude awakening as he comes in from Winery here. The spike already. It's too late, though. No, he's waiting for the kill, but he's just going to fall. Swaby will go out like a hero. However, Wayne State's still going to put that 3rd round under their belt.
So I gotta talk about that res on Sin. Sure, they immediately fall again, but you gotta think at that point it might just be better to use them as a meat shield. That round became so close when we had a 5v3 advantage. That is not how you want that to go down. You still win.
Well, you lost
to
it.
Get it done. You do keep the Hunter's Fury, so that is the one thing for Wayne State. You did win. You did win that round.
Yeah, no,
so...
I got it mixed up. You're totally right. Zobi, I don't hate the idea. I'm just not particularly fond of it either. I think there may have been a way to win that without using res, but you've used it nonetheless, and now it's time to keep moving forward, right? So Wayne State, they're coming through. Oh my goodness, PSC, they just kind of caught out. Jay Chronic has to really tuck tail and run out of that. They fall to half HP, 45 health. Wayne State, they're going to come storming in. A great arrow from Jay Chronic. They're truly somebody who's practiced these lineups. Teague puts down that opposing Jet as well. The operator kicking butt and taking names. PSC up 5-3, but we saw them just lose one of these moments ago.
And the problem right there is that it's a great Hunter's Fury. It hits 2, almost gets a kill, but they don't follow up with anything. They don't run through it. They wait for it to be done, and it allows for PSC just to regroup. So now they are back in numbers. They're getting shot darts in, and Wayne State all out of answers and ultimates, and they do have a They do have some healing, so that's the one thing. They still have a Sky, so at least they have that, but still going to be a 2-person disadvantage.
Just waiting now for that opportunity. Swaby's been so patient, great trigger discipline right in the center of the map right now. Possibly going to look for a flank here. Saucin goes from the high ground. Might be able to find something if they peek aggressively, but if they wait too long, they're going to get gravity welled up there. Probably wall banged from hell here as well. This is just one of those slow rounds, one of those patient rounds. We have to wait to see what these teams are going to choose to do next. PSC, they've got the firepower, they've got the advantage, but Jay Chronic now giving up their position. Oh, okay, an immediate oh my goodness, okay, Killfeed lighting up like a Christmas tree right now. 3v2, 4v3 turns into 3 players left. Teague puts down Sin with a bullet to the dome, and PSC, I mean, that was a firework round if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, that was, again, Sin almost making it work. Sin having an amazing comeback for the team, but just not enough left in the tank. They can't heal themselves, as we've talked about. Only had a few amount of health points by the time that final engagement ended. And they went for a great guiding light. They actually hit it, but when you're as good as Teague, when you're in this Immortal Radiant rankings, I mean, you know you're just in a blind fire. You're not going to be scared of the fact that you're blinded. You're going to go for that alternate fire with the Classic, go for that shotgun-esque fire rate. You're going to land it, and you're going to get that round. And now, Wayne State, again, economy just not good enough here to buy.
Yeah, you don't always have, I mean, you don't have to be able to see to shoot well, right? That's definitely, if I've learned one thing from these top tier players, it is just that they are so great at having their crosshair in the appropriate spot. They'll know exactly when to get these shots, so on and so forth. Now, I bet somebody's wishing they had a raise on their team right now. Wayne State just lining up, fish in a barrel right now. All of them caught out in the alleyway here, but instead, PSC, they're going to be playing it slow. They're going to wait to get a little bit of recon. They know somebody's around the corner, but they only know of the Astra's current location. They did not see anybody else.
There's really no reason to, again, like, risk your positioning to try to go in and play aggressively. You know you've got superior firepower, so just wait. Hold your position, hold your flanks, and eventually they will run into you. Yeah, that or they'll just run out the clock, like you said. It's one or the other. Either time runs out or you just get to kill them. So you still get to win the round unless you make a very disastrous mistake, which is what they're avoiding right now.
Yeah, they definitely don't want to overextend. We've seen a couple of plays that felt hubris-based, hubris-oriented, if you will. I want to see if they're able to get some great action off of this, but statistically, Wayne State, they've only got the pistols to their names. This is the round that they're definitely expected to lose.
No ultimates either. Like, maybe if you've got a Blade Storm, you can make something work, maybe something else, but nope, that's going to be BB finally the first one to fall.
There it is. Teague able to take out 2 there. Misses the shot onto Taunt, who gets that counter kill, but the number is definitely still in favor of PSC. Sawstin picks up that kill onto Taunt. Swaby is going to fall, and Sawstin just tearing it up. Zobi can't do enough. The 3K from the sky, giving PSC their 6th round win entering round 10.
And there Zobi had 2, maybe 3 opportunities to at least get the spike planted, at least get more credits in your pocket, which is really important because, sure, it's not going to make a huge impact considering that you're still on like a 1 round as you go kind of by currently, but maybe going forward it helps keep your economy good if you can at least find a few more rounds here. Meanwhile, PSC, after losing the first 2 there, have now a 6-3 lead, guaranteed at least a tie when the side swap happens at halftime, so they're making a very good comeback and they feel very comfortable here on the defense with 3 ultimates.
Yeah, 3 ults is going to be, I mean, more than enough to work with, realistically. I wouldn't be surprised to see maybe the Omen teleport from PSC just to really shake things up, find a better rotation out. But instead, PSC, they're going to go for a very quick rotation in toward B. A lot of action happening in the mid for the moment. A great smoke there. Might not be good enough if Teague waits, but no, Taunt snuck through and puts Teague down there, giving Wayne State a numbers advantage once again.
Taking out the operator, giving them the numbers advantage. The one thing I'm worried about is that there's going to be a rotation from behind. They're not looking for Jay Chronic. And now it's only 1.
Jay Chronic is always in like the #1 spot that the enemy team wouldn't want them to be, and I think that's absolutely hysterical. It makes me laugh every time. Jay Chronic is just all over the place, always waiting for those prime opportunities to strike and loving the Odin. I made a request at the beginning. I said, I want to see some Odin. Jay Chronic said, say less, and gave me that Odin gameplay. Now Taunt down to what I can only assume is sub 40 HP. Still picks up Finn with a single headshot. Might be able to find Swaby as well. Let's see if they're able to get this action here. Oh, they don't want to walk into their own smoke. Picks up the spike. Surprised to see Swaby does not go for the blind fire kill. Taunt might go for a desperate plant here with only 30 seconds left on the clock. There it is. Ah, Swaby makes it easy.
Yeah, and that's again, it's just what we've seen from PSC consistently. They're gonna play very safe. They're not gonna go for those plays they don't need to.
Yeah,
they're gonna be looking maybe for the operator. I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, I think they are gonna try to look for the operator. There it is. So very good awareness. I think it's kind of the big difference we've seen. I feel like mechanically these two teams are on very similar grounds, regardless of the competitive ranking differences. But we've seen that PSC, they know how to play the map. They know how to use the map geography, and they're very good at playing where they need to. Wayne State, we've seen them now with a lead a few times, just not check corners, just not clear out sites completely. They did it now twice here on this B site. First time it was Boathouse, this time it was Alley, and both times they just kind of looked away and just assumed there was no one there. It cost them the round.
Yeah, we've seen. I think you've made a great point. We've made a couple of, I don't want to call them simple mistakes, but kind of micro errors, things that we expect teams to not do. Checking your corners is something that I feel, we're like a broken record every time. You gotta check your corners in this game, or you're gonna pay the price of your life every single time.
Gotta check your corners, friends. And now Wayne State, nothing to work with once more. A lead given to PSC guaranteed. There are ultimates for Wayne State, so they could make something happen here.
Yeah, maybe PSC, maybe they lose 2 rounds in a row. We go 7-5 at the halftime. But with the Blade Storm coming through early, really would have looked good. But Jay Chronic with the Odin again, able to find 2, gets traded out. And now we've got a Blade Storming Jet as the sole survivor here for Wayne State at 87 HP in a dream.
Picked up the Odin, but isn't going to use it, which I think is the better choice in this scenario.
I agree.
Just spray and pray.
I agree. I think the Odin here would have been a smarter choice, but maybe just really relying on this Blade Storm. Tried and true, the Omen almost takes her down, but Sauceton will pick up that final HP clutch. PSC, now they have found themselves up 8-3 last round before the switch.
Could get to 9-3. There is going to be a buy from Wayne State, but it's just every time we see it just keeps alternating between can and can't buy, and the rounds where they can buy, they're still not finding enough wins to try to bring things back now. Once the side swap happens, maybe that's when the tide will turn, but here, have 2 ultimates against 5 on the other side, and that operator, I mean, I would say the operator from Teague has been dangerous and deadly, but I think the really big thing is Jay Chronic with the Odin, and this time around 100%. They can't buy it.
Yeah, 100%. Jay Chronic with the Odin has been time and time again hyper aggressive. Now, Hunter's Fury into Blade Storm combo, able to pick up 3-4 with the help of Sauceton, cleaning up some damage. BB now with an Odin of their own. We've seen how dangerous Odins and Sovas can be, but Swabi does put down BB, so that round is going to come to a close in a rather climactic fashion, I would say. Now PSC, they're only 4 rounds short of walking away with the victory here on Ascent.
And remember what happened a few rounds ago when we saw Wayne State go for a very aggressive Hunter's Fury? That's what I wanted to see from them. They follow up on it. There's one concern is that there is friendly fire with that ultimate. So you're like, I don't want to be in the crossfire. I don't want to be in that ultimate and get hurt myself. But if you play it right, if you time it right, it's not going to be too much damage and it won't matter. There, they just ran in with the Blade Storm. They ran in with the Sky as well to follow up. So everyone was there to make sure that that damage that connected was permanent and that they were able to get eliminations off of it. Just didn't see it from Wayne State. They played back. They waited too long, and what was a great ultimate didn't go to anything. That round they lost, and now they find themselves in a 6-round differential.
Yeah, they relied perhaps a bit too much on the ultimate rather when they should be engaging, like you said. I definitely agree with that now. Jay Chronic going to go for an ult orb early. Teague puts down Taunt with a right click. Sauceton picks up Sin as well, so already a 5v3, and they are keeping on the hunt. They're not even going to guard the point. They're about to rotate around into heaven here. Teague picks up the opposing Jet. Oh, this could be a flawless. Teague getting hyper aggressive. Oh, cannot dodge and weave fast enough. BB ruins the flawless, but PSC wins the round, hitting double digits here in round 14.
Near flawless, like you said, double digits, and they're only 3 rounds away from taking this series. This would be the time for Wayne State to possibly go for that force buy. Now, it's not going to put them in a great position next round, but that's okay. You still have 2 rounds to go. It's not in that guaranteed OT scenario to win yet. So This is a gamble that I really do like, and it looks like they are going to commit to it. This might be the time they finally are able to catch PSC off guard.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I'm personally never a fan of 2 marshals particularly. I think it's a really dangerous thing to do. You've got to rely on now 2 players out of 5 to hit their shots even more reliably than they have been up to this point in the game. And as I say it, Sauceton does find that first kill, or it is the first kill, actually. Sauceton finds a bullet to the dome, but it's going to be 5v4 in favor of Wayne State. Swabi probably going to be going for a bit of a slower rotation around the back, had I to guess. I mean, maybe just plays it slow, waits to bait somebody in. I really think PSC is going to have to look for a numbers advantage, and his Teague is already down to 73 HP. Looking for those numbers is going to be tough.
Has the Vandal, but nothing to heal them up. The Sky was the first to fall. And I agree. Usually, I don't like the double Marshal. I don't like double Operator, honestly. I don't like double Sniper in general.
Yeah.
But here, when you know you might be going into a early game Phantom or Vandal, it makes a lot of sense.
Taunt may get our MVP play of the match right here if they pick up a 3K with the shorty. Might be able to find one, puts him down, but no! Swabi ruins it, puts him down with the Phantom there. Able to get some great action. The spike has been received. PSC, they're probably going to go for a fake, I would assume. But maybe they're going to go for that full commit on the escape.
I think at this rate, you're just trying to get as many weapons as you can out. Maybe they try to go for the spike plant, but you bought a Vandal, you bought a Phantom, so you can get those. I think both of them actually have Phantoms right now. Like, why even try to engage this? Just try to save for next round. Sin, though, almost falling.
Yes, Sin dropping to below half HP, down to 4. Oh, down to 5. A fraction of a second later on that reaction time, and Sid would have bit the bullet. Looks like they're going to go for that weapon save, just trying to make sure they get out a couple of Phantoms. And, hey, to be fair, that saves the economy a little bit on the side of PSC.
Oh, no, it's huge. I mean, they were totally caught off guard. You can see they were not expecting to be met with what was less firepower, but at least enough firepower to deter them. Those Marshal plays were huge, and they only got 1 kill. Wayne State only lost 1 along the way. PSC, they were down to 2, so at this point, you can keep those. It looks like actually they can't buy now, so that this was a great play by Wayne State. They stay alive for a bit longer. They don't even get close to 12 rounds, still 2 away. And I thought that maybe that save would allow them to buy for the rest, but nope. They cannot commit, but neither can Wayne State. So both teams kind of in a funky position right now with their overall loadouts.
Yeah, Wayne State, they've definitely got the firepower advantage. We just need to see what they can do with it. Sin misses that first crucial shot. They're going to have to get an up-close and personal. Teague puts Sin down before they can even swap back to their primary weapon. Now on the hunt once again. Here comes that Jet player. I swear these Jets don't even hold W. They have it taped down the way that these players are always moving. Here comes Teague with a great flash. Has to get that counter kill, but can't quite find it yet. Loses track. Wow! Puts down Zobi. Swaby picks up BB as well. There's a lot of Bs in here today. And Sauceton will pick up that final Jet, and PSC, they go up to 11 in their second flawless round of the map.
You saw they did there, even though it was an awkward buy. They took advantage of the fact that they were able to save their better weaponry, so they give up 1 round for potentially the rest of the game if they're able to walk through the rest of this. They give their best weapons to their best players, so Sauceton and Teague. Those are the ones who got the Phantoms and all was said and done, even though it was Swaby and Finn that lived from the last round.
Right.
That's just great teamwork. I mean, you can just... PSC, like... It just seems like, for the most part, they were having a great performance. Sure, not every round has been perfect. Sure, they have not won every round, but just their team plays have been very immaculate, and that's why they're leading 11-4, 7-round differential.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see. I didn't catch if Taunt stuck to the Judge, but last I saw Taunt had a Judge. We see Zobi with a Bucky as well, so a very short buy scenario. Sin picks up Sauceton. This could be a really good opportunity here. I mean, just with the weapons Wayne State has chosen, they cannot get aggressive. They have to wait for PSC to push in. So if PSC rotates around to B, it's going to be a really difficult retake. However, instead, it's going to be that rotation in toward mid, currently open. Nobody in sight. Taunt around the corner, though. Might be able to pick up Finn here. Found a little bit of damage, but not quite the kill. Oh, the shock dart around the corner does some damage, and there it is. Jay Chronic picks up the kill, carries Finn on their shoulders. Teague finds Zobi as well, and PSC, they've taken the lead.
The Guardian buy. That's the one thing I was thinking of right now. It's not going to be the gun that comes out just yet, but BB has an Odin, so these buys all over the place, these trades all over the place, but when it's all said and done, it is up to BB now to try to win this one out. I think they have the most health of anyone who's still alive.
Yeah.
They're going to go instead of... I don't know if I like this. The Vandal, sure, it's more accurate, I would say, but when you're in a 2v1, the Odin has a better fire rate.
You need the speed. Throws the pistol around the corner. We've seen that before. A little bit of a throwback now. BB goes from the heavens, and Finn puts him down. BB is not going to be able to succeed on that round recovery, and PSC goes up 12-4. This could be our last round on Ascent right here, right now.
And I thought that defense was going to be sound from Wayne State. I'm not sure where it fell apart. Maybe it was just the rotation wasn't quick enough. Maybe they just weren't able to group up in time. They lose members left, right, and center after having a pretty equal footing and equal outing. And you saw there, I mean, BB, again, I think the Odin was the right pick there. You saw that they actually could catch out Finn's head just a little bit, but they just peeked a little bit too close to the sun, ended up falling to the turret. I mean, everyone was there. Everyone that was alive plus the turret was not going to be the equation you want. And now PSC is very close to taking the first map.
Yeah, Wayne State has 2 judges online right now, as well as a marshal. Might be able to find some action, though. Puts down 2 of them straight away. BB getting hyper-aggressive. Caught out by Teague up from the heavens, though. A judge of their own, able to tie things up 3-3. Teague about to get into another firefight, and it's Taunt who puts him down with the shorty. Picks up some great kills there, and has a marshal and a shorty, so long range and short range at the ready here for this Astra. Wayne State, they are fighting for their absolute lives.
Do have the spike, so there is a chance. They still have better weaponry, and if as long as they can keep Wayne State away, they have that huge advantage. Gravity Well isn't going to stop the plant. Now Wayne State have to make a move, but they just don't have range.
Oh, they don't have range, and Swabby's able to tie it up. A health advantage there. It is! Swabby, I would love to say I'm surprised about the way they played the entirety of that map. I am not the least bit surprised that Swabby is the one to put Ascent away for PSC. Just a very good map. One not nearly as close as I thought it was going to be.
It seemed like it was going to be very close. With those first 2 rounds going the way of Wayne State, it looked like they had control at least over the early game, and then it just fell out of their favor as PSC could get that economy rolling. They were able to get quite a few great team plays, some good individual plays as well, but I think the biggest thing is that everyone on the team was contributing when it came to eliminations, as well as just positioning and rotations. You can see they were playing it together as a full 5-person stack. The other side, from Wayne State, we saw some great hero plays. We saw some, especially I believe from Sin, was doing a really good job. Yunez as well had some good plays here and there, but it just wasn't enough. When you have only one person getting eliminations in a round consistently every round, that's when the rest of the team really needs to pick up the slack somewhere. Weren't able to do it. And they do drop that first map 13-4, but good news for them is they are going to their map pick next.
Yeah, there is a second map, and I'm twice as curious on the map pick now because they loved the shotguns, and I feel like Ascent is not a great shotgun map. I feel like Icebox is not a great shotgun map. Maybe if we go to Split, that's really your time to shine, but honestly, I'm curious as to what they have up their sleeve here for Icebox.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I feel like certain parts of Icebox can work out really well, like when you get really into the nitty-gritty of the point, the corners are just sharp and you're just in such a close quarter area, that's when a shotgun can work out really well, but mid, B, terrible. Very long range, no way you can really get, maybe you can speed through and then you can get like to a closer area, but I think a big reason for all those shotguns near the end was just like that economy was whack. Like I don't know how else to describe it. That economy near the end of the game like was all over the place. I don't think there was ever a proper full buy from either team after the side swap happened.
Yeah, no, I think you're completely right. Those last 4 rounds in particular had a lot of, like you said, a lot of Frankenstein buys, a lot of weird weapon choices here and there. But I don't know. I like the shotguns. They're my favorite guns in the game to use. I know, dastardly thing of me to say, but I really do like the Judge. I get a kick out of it. I think that's why I like Bind so much as well, because what a good map for a shotgun. Let me tell you what. But anyway, enough about that. I'm super excited to be jumping into this. Are we going to be seeing more marshals? Are we going to be seeing more operators? Are we going to be seeing new agents? That's kind of the thing really on my mind. I think had I to pick 2 agents that I think are almost guaranteed to make an appearance here, Viper and Reyna, which is funny because there was a little while where neither of them were really active in the agent selection process. But this map, I really think is, as time goes on, becoming kind of Viper's home.
Yeah, I gotta say, I was disappointed, as I said during the introduction, that I really want to see Reyna on Ascent. I feel like she's really good there, but she definitely is better here. I think just because of those potential close quarter areas, her Leer is so good, but also long range just cuts off a sightline, so very good there. And then the Viper comes in, is the controller, it takes over the role that you would see an Omen or an Astra or a Brimstone play, kind of uses their abilities mostly just to get in and out of spaces, and she does a ton of damage with most of those abilities, so she's really good at just cutting the map in half or a point in half. So I would be very shocked if we didn't see her. Now the question is, do we see more Sage action? Because we only saw Sage from one team. Didn't seem like it was really the best pick there on Ascent. I feel like there are uses for her, but Zobi maybe not being the most comfortable on that character, maybe just couldn't get it going there. Momentum is a huge part. But I feel like here, Sage is just really, really good with her walls. She can just cut off any attempt for an attacker or a defender to enter a point.
Yeah, and I think you're completely spot on as well. I mean, we've definitely seen that progress, that action coming through, and I think the Sage makes more sense on Icebox. I don't think I've ever been like, oh, pick Sage on Ascent. That makes a whole lot of sense. I really do think she can be viable, right? I commented on that earlier, but I think there are better agents to work with, and Icebox, I think she's incredibly viable. If you use the walls well, the slows well, especially on that A site, she can really barricade that thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm trying to think of the best way to describe this. I think the play that we see on average the most of any here on Icebox with a Sage is we're going to run to B, we're going to use the Viper wall to cut off line of sight, we're going to use the Sage wall to actually cut off any way from them to move in, and then we're going to plant right behind the Sage wall / the box. So we have plenty of protection, and there's no way for them to really engage on us. That seems to be the play almost every time if you have a Sage on attack. Now, there are plays on A, like you said. There's a similar one on A, actually, where it's basically the same thing, get onto the point, and then use natural cover with the Sage wall to plant. That just is the name of the game when you're the attacker. It's how you use Sage on defense that can really separate you. If you are able to counter wall first, just cut off the attackers from getting through, or once the spike is planted, if you cut it off and then go for the defuse and then the attackers can't get back in, that's when you win the game. So, Sage on attack, pretty short and sweet, very easy to run. Sage on the defense, that's what we're going to be looking out for in this next map.
Yeah. 100%. And we definitely might be seeing as well, we talk about this all the time, is people normally pick their agents depending on which side they start on. At least we believe that is kind of a more intelligent thing to do. You want to rack up as many points as early as you can, and that may kind of dictate which of these teams chooses which agents. Agents I don't expect to see. Obviously, Breach, Cypher, I don't think those make a lot of sense. As much as I love Raze, I don't think she's a great pick here as well. So I think that would kind of be the positive thing, is to stick to those agents we talked about already, the meta, so to speak. The Reynas, the Vipers, maybe the Sovas. We see him every now and then here, but I feel like he's not as necessary as he is on Ascent.
Well, we got a little bit more time before the map starts off. Let's give a great shout out to one of the sponsors here, Lenovo. Lenovo Legion knows you play to win. To stand out from competition, you need equipment that matches the speed of your thoughts and actions. The Legion Y25 monitor delivers wins in the toughest, most critical situations with extreme 1 ms response time to its insane 240 Hz refresh rate. The Legion Y25 doesn't just keep up, but does a lot more. But for those engaged in a vast multiplayer battles at the tournament level, the Legion Y25 offers a 24.5-inch FHD IPS panel with built-in NVIDIA register G-Sync register capability. The Legion Y25 monitor is available at Lenovo.com and other fine retailers, and I'm sure some players are probably wanting a monitor that good right now with the situation they are finding themselves in. It is this map. This is their choice for Wayne State, but they're going to have to battle back to force a tiebreaker in this scenario.
Isn't it incredible he remembers all that off the top of his head, folks? Isn't that amazing?
Oh, yeah. It's
honestly,
totally
just
off the top of my head.
Completely off the top of our heads. No support or anything. But to jump into Icebox here, Wayne State, PSC, like you said, Wayne State, they're staring a 2-0 loss in the face here. They really want to turn this one around. We've got the Viper, both sides. We are going to see that Sage. We see the Reyna and the Sova alive on both sides as well. So I'm kind of confident to put my money and kind of all my eggs in the same basket. This KJ versus Sage matchup. I really want to keep an eye on those two, see if either of them give us those star-studded plays where that agent selection really makes them worth it.
I gotta say, overall, I do like Wayne State's comp a little bit more. I like the Sage.
I agree.
I think she's really good. And one thing I noticed is that Sin actually swapped over to the Sage. So Zobi now going to be on the Reyna, which I feel like, from the playstyle we saw from them earlier on, works way better. Because Sage, like, you can get kills again. Like, any character in Valorant isn't able to just hit, click hits. That's just how it works. But when you play someone like Arena, much better at engagement, much better at being the first person in with her kit. Sage has to be sit a bit more back. So now that they've swapped up who's playing what, that playstyle might work much better in their favor.
Yeah, I definitely agree. You kind of hit the nail right on the head about halfway through Ascent. We were talking about how this Sage, really aggressive for playing Sage, really holding down W. But Reyna, not only is she occasionally invincible, she's obviously a duelist as well. So she's going to be a great fight opener, a great opportunistic playstyle, so to speak. And but we always say it. I'll say it again. Feast or famine. Let's see which one Wayne State wants to rely on a little bit more.
ECAC Week 5, undefeated teams. This is where it all comes down, and already so much damage being done to Wayne State. Their Reyna, Zobi's so weak again, but isn't the first to fall just yet.
Zobi with a great leer, able to scare off a couple of folks there. Finn is going to find that opening kill. Finn puts down Sin to win round 1 here. Going to be able to find some action. Zobi as low as 13 HP. Only a single kill brings them back up to full health, so we're going to have to see if they can do that now. A quick rotate out from PSC. They get a kill. and they are just hightailing it over to B side, but it looks like they're going to get met with a rude awakening. Wayne State trying to get there just as fast.
Yeah, I mean, it's the safer route that they're taking right now as the attackers, but the defenders have a closer or faster route, I would say. But Taunt gonna fall, doesn't even matter. PSC just extending their lead. Teague getting 2.
Teague is just disgusting with this Sheriff right now, able to find 2 already. I mean, 3, this could very well be not only a flawless, but a 4K in round 1. Zobi puts him down, picks up Swabi there, and there it is. Teague will find the 4K after all. PSC winning the pistol round much more convincingly than we saw last time.
This time, they looked good. I mean, Wayne State was able to win the last one, and it was hit or miss, I would say, with theirs. They were able to win the second round as well, but now that momentum they had at the beginning not even going to exist here in the second round, and now PSC going to be buying it. A bit of a force buy, I would say, but this isn't super surprising considering what we've seen from them thus far. They really seem to be comfortable going at these Frankenstein buys, getting sidearms as well as assault rifles, a Bulldog, 2 Spectres, a Vandal, and a Sheriff against 5 Classics. Who's your money on, Septilance?
I mean, I've got confidence. I've got even more confidence in that PSC is probably going to walk away with a round win here. Just hyper-aggressive coming through. The Sheriff, what a way to start a fight. They didn't even need the rest of the weapons so far. They're coming through super strong. PSC, this is the round they're statistically expected to win, especially with those, not the full buy, but we're bringing out a Vandal. We've got a Bulldog in there somewhere as well. So a couple of the less common choices making an appearance. Finn able to find BBJ. Chronic puts down Taunt, and there is the flawless round that PSC wanted. They currently, it is 10 deaths to 1 death in favor of PSC.
And I think there you saw, again, like I was been talking about the team play, about sure, they have players that are at the top of the lobby. Last time it was Sawston. Teague, again, staying there. Finn, kind of just putting up a show right now on this Killjoy. But you saw there that Teague and Finn, great team play.
Yeah,
Teague
100%.
Gets the first kill, and then goes on the rope, knows they're completely vulnerable in the air, and what does Finn do? Immediately peeks the corner. I mean, they're willing to trade there, because Teague only has the Sheriff, just to get Finn up, get Finn, maybe a better weapon, which wasn't existing in this scenario. But regardless, I mean, the team play and just the organization there, amazing, and it helps them win that round flawlessly.
Yeah, in this game, far more often than what we normally see, is a lot more reliable on team mechanics and team gameplay than a lot of people give it credit for. It really comes down to just the aggression of the team as a whole and how quickly can we follow up on one another. Zobi, speaking of follow-ups, takes down Teague pretty early on. BB finds Swabi there. Wayne State, they're really desperate to put this round away. They might just be able to if they play it slow and careful the way they are right now. The Blade Storm already gone. They've just barely got a numbers advantage. Let's see what they can do with it.
Well, there it is, equalizes. This is a bonus round, so this is a round where they can full buy. Can they catch out Zobi on the flank? That's the big question. Finn's going to have that 1v1 in just a moment. No, actually, they avoid each other, so it's a 3v2 on the point. Not sure if PSC realizes this. And it seems like Zobi had a great idea for the flank. Now actually going to rotate back to the team.
Up on it.
Yeah, neither team really willing to commit just yet to any sort of play.
And this is, of course, an advantage of the defending team until that spike is planted. You can run out this clock for as long as you want. As long as that spike does not go down, that is going to be exactly what the defending team wants. Sin now, going to go for that slow peek. Oh, cannot find it. Sawston finds Sin. Wow, so many names in this game, Ryan. Sawston, Sin, Finn. We say the word win a lot. I mean, it's incredible. Jay Chronic will bite the bullet. Pun fully intended. Jay Chronic finds that loss. There goes Zobi, though, so now a 2v1, 39 HP, a Phantom and a Dream. Honestly, it'd probably be better for BB to just try and get out of here.
If they can keep their weapon for the next round, maybe it's worthwhile if they can get a few surprise kills. They do get one. This is winnable now.
39 to 125 is definitely going to be tough, and they honestly have no clue where this Reyna's at. Yeah, BB's just going to walk right out into that line of fire there. Sawston waiting for that prime opportunity and finding it. PSC finding themselves up 3-0.
Sawston, the swap, they also swap from the Sky to the Reyna, and I feel like that makes a lot of sense because Sky, although she is, a healer, but her whole kit is based on engagement. Her whole kit is about getting her team onto a point. Reyna, very similar, both very aggressive, and both heal in different ways, so it makes a lot of sense. It's working out. And there, I think the biggest thing for Sawston is they had a Vandal. That's the biggest thing. They had a Vandal against 2 Phantoms, and they were going to win that long-range duel any day of the week.
Yeah, and sometimes it's as simple as that. Just winning a duel in the blink of an eye very effortlessly is really going to be just enough to turn some action around. Swabi, speaking of turning action around, puts down that opposing Viper, and I've got to say neither Vipers so far has really been making the impact Vipers normally do on Icebox in particular, but Both teams really trying to clean up the slack. Teague playing patient long game. Gonna find out, tried and true, who is waiting around the corner. Picks up one. Sauceton finds Sin. Swabi picks up BB and blink and you miss it. PSC, they are storming in round 4 with their second flawless of Icebox, 4th of the evening.
This is really not good for Wayne State. The biggest thing is with that bonus, you're going to expect them to win it, so then there's an edge back in. Their economy can exist for a little bit. We're seeing already the snowball start. They do have a bye this round. They do get an operator online, but as you see, they don't win this, or if they win it and it's only 1 or 2 people alive, they're still going to be in a really bad bye scenario. PSC is a great economy, so things can start out pretty badly at the beginning. And sure, there's halftime, everything can reset, but you can go 12-0. You can be only at 1 round before you win, so you got to stop this snowball before it starts going all the way downhill.
I just had a broadcast earlier this week, or this past weekend, that ended in a 13-0. I have seen it happen, and recently on Icebox, which is super weird, but that is what happened. Now, PSC, they're looking to do that exact same thing. It looks like they're going to be able to find 2 kills already. BB gets those equalizers, but Teague finds that crucial kill, tying things back up 2-2 as Sin puts down Teague. Finn from the heavens might be able to get a sneak attack here. Puts down the Reyna from above. Zobi will fall. It is just a Sage. It is Sin v Finn, and Jay Chronic picks up the kill. Hey, a team ace. How exciting is that?
I always tell you this, Sebzlins. I think a team ace is more exciting than a regular ace. I mean, let me rephrase that. A team ace is just so unique and so rare that it's just a very cool thing to celebrate. A normal ace, that's a really exciting play for one player, but I think a team ace completely just exemplifies what PSC is doing right now. It is just a team effort, and sure, there are some players who are getting more kills than others. Teague and Sauceton, not surprising because they're on the duelists, but everyone is contributing. Everyone has a plus KDA right now, a positive KDA, and they're up 5-0, and they have 3 ultimates. Everything is going their way, and also, there's no bye for Wayne State.
Yeah, no bye is going to make this not an effortless round, but certainly an easier one. Sauceton already finding Taunt. BB falls as well. BB is the top frag right now for Wayne State. Going down early like that's really going to hurt the mental economy, if you will, just as much as it will the physical one. Teague somehow did not land a single bullet there, I believe, but okay, gonna make up for that slack straight away. Puts down Zoe, finds a second kill, or third kill, looking for the 4th, has to reload both weapons though, and it is stolen away by Jay Chronic there. 6-0 in favor of PSC right now.
And the great play, the Lear coming in. I mean, honestly, Teague was in a very bad position. Didn't have any bullets left, was facing 2 people, but then the team rotates. Even though the Spike's playing it, they don't really have to chase that, but they're there to protect their top fragger. I'm not even sure what I'm saying anymore. But
they're here to pretend. That's it. I like that. I thought that was a great point personally, but no, yeah, the protection didn't quite come through like they needed it to, and WVU PSC are walking around 6-0 right now. Teague has 12 elims. That is triple Wayne State's top frag.
Odin is online, but that's going to be Hunter's Fury coming out. They do get the first.
Oh, no way!
It's going to be met back, but other Hunter's Fury, they're lifted up, and oh my goodness, Wayne State, they have a lead for the first time. I was going to say 6 rounds in, 6 rounds down. As soon as I say that, that lead is gone, but there is a resurrection that could come out soon from the defense side.
I have not seen somebody counter Hunter's Fury in ages. I'm so excited that just happened. That was absolutely hysterical, and honestly, it was smarter to be the second one to do it because you knew their exact location. They didn't know yours, at least for that first fire, and then they're stuck in the animation. So, yeah, really an intelligent play there, able to clean up that kill, but Teague making all those efforts fruitless as BB will fall. 2v3 here. The pincer can happen, but oh, there it is. Sauceton gonna be able to find that kill, and Teague will pick up that final kill as well. A 3K of the round. What is that? Teague's up to 17 elims right now. Next in lobby is like 9.
We'll have to see once we see it from the observer, but I believe 15.
7!
Right, so, wow, that is...
Whew.
Yeah, that's a sheesh moment right there. I think they might be feeling a little bit of fatigue after a few rounds like that. Ayo.
That one took me a second. That was good.
We got there. I was the only, and I got another one for you. The only pretenders right now, unfortunately, are Wayne State, as they are struggling to find any sort of momentum. Remember, they are another undefeated team coming into this. They're both.
That's so crazy.
And yet, I mean, PSC, they're just making it look like a cakewalk.
Yeah, they really are. They're making it look effortless now. Maybe a little bit of overcommitment from Wayne State. The Blade Storm down the drain. Here comes a Lear from above. A Sage Wall is just going to put you on a pedestal to be taken out. Sin will fall. PSC there already looking for another flawless. That Blade Storm just didn't even get to make an appearance. Teague finds Zobi. Teague finds Taunt. Only one remains, and I believe they're right behind Teague. No, drops down. BB gets a kill, but you had to find 4 more. PSC, I think we're going to see a 12-0 at the half.
Once you say it, it's cursed. Now it's not going to happen, but we'll see if you cursed it or not. We'll see if you jinxed it, but I don't disagree with you necessarily. I think the momentum is great, and there are a few rounds that we're finding for Wayne State where they are able to really even get any sort of answer back. Eliminations there. You saw they found one at the end for BB, who is the top fragger on their team. Other than that, it's not finding a way in, and I will say this about Wayne State. You know, they take this loss here today. There's a lot they can learn from it. They're still a great team overall. I think it just shows you that PSC is the team to watch out for.
Yeah, 100%. And Wayne State, even if they lose this, they're sitting at, what, 4-1? Like, that is by no means a bad record in the slightest. So, PSC, they're coming in strong. They're trying to find that coveted 5-0. Sawston just cleaning it up right now. Going to get healed up as well off of that recovery. Jay Chronic finds BB. Not quite flawless, as it seems there's always at least one elim for Wayne State. That time, Sin's able to pick up 2, but really just some great progress for PSC so far. They're going to find another round win. They are one short of double digits before Wayne State can even find a round.
And I'm trying to check with production on this, so if I am wrong, they will correct me, but I believe this is a 7-week season, so regardless of how this or the rest of the season goes, you're already guaranteed to finish positive, which is great for playoffs coming up. And playoffs, you know, everything resets. So right now for Wayne State, I would say this map, it's going to be very difficult. Not out of your hands completely just yet, but you got to find something here. I think if you can deny double digits, that would be the start of a comeback. But you got to use your ultimates too. I think the biggest thing is, you know, I feel like they've been holding on to this resurrection for forever. Same thing with the Viper's Pit, so play aggressively. You might as well.
Oh, Zobi. I don't know what the idea was there, but definitely did not work out well. Somehow, a long-distance Sheriff kill comes through. Swabi does go down, but we're in one of those situations where the damage kind of feels like it's been done. Maybe Sin goes for a resurrection if they can pull it off, but at this point, you're already staring at 3. Actually, no, I think going for res right here would be a pretty intelligent thing to do. You could really even up the numbers, but looks like Wayne State, Sin, desperate to turn it around. Kid's hyper-aggressive, but walks right into the Leer. Instead, Sawston will find that kill. PSC going up 10-0. We still have 2 more rounds before halftime.
I gotta be honest. I thought they were going for the knife kill there. I thought that was the play.
I wish they would have.
I think that would have worked. I think they actually could have dived in there and possibly gotten the elimination off of that, but you saw them get leered. They kind of panicked. They were running around trying to get their gun back up. And I have been told it's actually an 8-week season, so they'll at least finish even. If the wheels fell off now, they would still have an even season.
Very true.
I don't think that's going to be I think they will go like 7-1, 6-2 at worst. I think this is still a very good team. They just know that what their competition is. And it's not over just yet. Double digits achieved, but Wayne State, they can still deny them the 12-0.
Yeah, the 12-0 is on the table, but Wayne State can definitely deny it. I definitely want to take a moment to talk about, now I'm blanking on the name. My goodness. Oh, Taunt, actually. Wait, that's perfect. Thank you, Taunt, for getting your first kill of the game. I was going to say, it's important to note that Taunt was sitting at 0 eliminations, and that was a player that was really kind of on the forefront of Wayne State on Ascent. So I think that player's momentum in particular kind of falling off to the wayside a little bit has been part of the reason Wayne State is struggling to turn this around.
And that could come from the agent select. Taunt before,
right,
on the Astra, now on the Viper, does use the Viper's Pit as we talk about it. But, you know, just sometimes better agents don't really enable you to do the best that you can.
Absolutely. BB, wall banging a little too aggressive there. Nobody in the game moves that fast, my friend. Going for a couple of kills, not able to land them. Jay Chronic now going for the plant, and Swabi walks right into the line of fire once again. PSC, they're down for the first time in a long time. They're finding themselves down 5-3.
I told you, once you say the 12 doesn't happen, it's immediately cast or cursed into the ground. It looks like
I'm glad to hear it.
Will deny it. It's a 3v1.
Jay?
Or 1v. It was 1v4 actually. It's a 1v3 now, so I kind of predicted the future, but still have a lot of ways to go.
I would love to see Jay just ace this, but the odds are so low. Yeah, Zobi finally finds that kill, and I'm stoked. I'm honestly super excited we're not seeing a 13-0 because those are, let's be honest, folks, those are kind of boring, right? You get to a certain point, and those get not quite as fun as an actual match now. Like you said, denying double digits is that crucial moment for Wayne State, and they've finally done it. They're going to have the kind of weapon equality for the first time in a long time as well. BB has to go for light armor. I'm really curious that's going to end up biting them in the butt.
We'll have to see. This is the last round before the swap. The ultimates are on the side of PSC. I think the biggest thing is it denies the pistol round being the finale, which I honestly think is kind of exciting in some ways, but it's also a coin toss, which is not what you want to get to. So winning that one round, you know that you at least have one extra round after the pistol rounds once the side swap hits. If you win this one, then there is no just way to just 2-0 and then win the map. So this is a very important round. PSC going to start things off with a kill.
Yeah, PSC getting hyper aggressive. We see the lockdown coming out as well, and everybody from Wayne State's just got to tuck tail and run. That's really going to be kind of the thorn on the side, so to speak. BB finds a kill, immediately traded back out. 4v1. Sin trying to be the hero, has the resurrection online. I'd love to see it simply for the BM's sake, but now probably just going to play slow, try to find some opportunities if they're able to pick up a kill or two here or there, but now it'll be Saucetin right around the corner and just gonna call the half 11-1 in favor of PSC.
Almost as dominant as he could be, one round away from getting the full sweep. Wayne State, they do get to live another day after this no matter what happens, but you know the pressure's on them. This is do or die at this point, and I think we're gonna have to see some amazing things come out of them for them to really stay alive in this. I mean, they're spending everything here. Both teams for the most part are. Finn, the only one who hasn't really spent anything, but I think it's much more important for Wayne State. They're trying to go full committal here. They're trying to enable their Jet, who also, I mean, their Jet before was one of the top fraggers along with Taunt, is only going middle of their team, so not terrible, but Sin and BB have been the top fraggers here, which is not how it was in the last map. So you're seeing that, like, just the top opponents for their team from last time, not finding the same success here on Icebox, which, again, was their pick.
Yeah, perhaps, you know, Wayne State was trying out a couple of new comps, trying to meet the punch at the same weight as PSC, so to speak. But, you know, it really has not been working out so far. A one-for-one trade does come through, so we see the Sage falling as well as the Reyna on the side of PSC. And now Zobi, 83 HP, can barely see the pixels of Teague's head, but still finds that kill. Taunt picking up J Chronic as well. This looks pretty good for Wayne State right now. Swabi is going to be one of the survivors waiting. I believe that's Finn on the Killjoy as well. Maybe PSC can turn this one around, but Wayne State, they've simply got the numbers. They find the spike plant as well. The clock's sticking for PSC.
Question is, can Finn be patient here? Wait for the Viper to come to them? This actually is pretty good positioning for them. Oh, can't find the headshot though. And yeah, isn't patient enough.
Found a body shot, but could not find the headshot there when it mattered most. And now Swabi caught out Zobi, finding a 4K there, almost an ace. A great opportunity there to just pad that KD a little bit more. Teague currently 23-7. 9 more kills than the next person in lobby.
Almost everyone on the team positive. Swabi the only one, unfortunately, who has a negative KDA, but it's very minor. I mean, 6 to 7 KDA overall, not too shabby, especially on the Viper role. I think the biggest thing is that Wayne State, again, they're finding ways to stay alive. 2 rounds now, denies again that next round wins for PSC, and we know it's going to be very difficult for them to climb up this hill, but now there's a way in, and now they kill Finn.
I think Zobi has, I'm going to say it, that non-sponsored gamer liquid, I think it's kind of made an appearance here. It's really been a very strong couple of rounds for Zobi after the round swap. You've got to win, you know, 8 more after if you win this one, but right now this is just... No, that's 11. I don't know what I'm saying. Never mind. They have to win a lot is the point here. Swabi does find that kill onto Taunt, picks up another one onto BB, and just as quickly as the lead was given, it is taken away. Swabi giveth and Swabi taketh away. Able to find 2 kills back-to-back with the Marshall. Goes for the no-scope over the wall, but can't quite jump high enough. Now it's going to be 4v3. Wayne State, I don't know, they kind of fell apart a little bit here in the second half of this round.
Yeah, that's kind of what we've seen time and time again. But Jet picking things up once more, and all of a sudden the lead is back in their corner.
Just barely. Knows somebody's around the corner. Goes for the Marshall pick. Probably able to find it as well. Swabi. Oh my goodness! Swabi goes down. Teague out as well. Second round in a row. Somebody from Wayne State puts a 4K on the board. They've finally come to life. Better late than never.
Yeah, the Valorant factor, as you like to say, it's finally kicking in. When they remember how to play the game, this is the time they have to, because if they lose this, there is no time really in the future, at least for this match. The biggest thing I think there is that it was equalized and then it wasn't. And again, these buys that are coming out for both teams, it feels like a reminiscence of Ascent, where things kind of fell apart in the second half. No team was ever to go for that complete full buy. Here, it's very similar. And every time I see a Guardian, that's something. That's. Why not just go for the Bulldog at that rate? Why go for the Guardian?
Yeah, the Guardian is a very courageous weapon to choose. I don't think I've ever gotten a kill with a Guardian. Honestly, it is not a gun that I like. I don't think I've ever used it more than 5 times in my whole life. If I have, I've picked it up off a teammate or an enemy because that is not a weapon I'm going to be putting away voluntarily. Teague, however, getting ready to put away Wayne State, able to find 3, but Sin, patience around the corner. I love it. Peeker's advantage not working out there. However, immediate trade from Sauceton. Gonna come down to a Jet, a Marshall, and a Dream, but Sauceton takes you out before you can even close your eyes. PSC, they are now on game point on Icebox.
That's heartbreaking for Wayne State. There was a window. It's not over just yet, by the way, but 9 rounds. That's what you have to do. If you get there, it's not even guaranteed you win the game. Then you go to overtime. So this is never where you want to be when you're down this much. You never really want to get into overtime as your last chance resort, because again, that always feels like a coin toss as well.
Right.
But that is where they're going to be at if they want to get this done. You do have an operator online. There's no operator on the side. Teague, I think, is actually just going to commit to the Blade Storm here. Yep. And that's an advantage for the attackers, but there's the first kill. I was going to say, that shot looks like it was set up, but then they hesitated. Still get it.
Oh, we call that one the hospital flick because I know damn well that player just shattered about 3 bones in their wrist. So we might want to call it a tech after that one, but an amazing shot, back-to-back operator kill there. Sin able to find Swabi as well. Wayne State, like you said, I love to call this a Valorant factor. I think that is so interesting that players, they bring it to 150% as soon as their back is against the wall. And Wayne State now, they are trying to find at least this 4th round win.
The tech pause because the wrist is broken. Well, we'll see if it comes in after this, but they have the spike plant. They have the numbers advantage. You win this flawlessly. It's huge. Now, as soon as they say sun goes down, but I think as long as you don't give up any one more, you're in a great spot to stay alive. You do. Zilby, again, really coming to life here. Both duelists, I would say, have really found their footing. It's not over. PSC still have that great lead. Still have 8 rounds. We need one more, but you and I have seen what happens. Sometimes you get too comfortable.
We've seen it.
It falls apart.
Yeah, we actually together on Icebox. I know weird things always happen on Icebox. We have cast a game that ended at the halftime 11-1, and then the team that was in the 1 slot ended up winning the entire map. They came back in 13-11. It was absurd. I don't even know if you remember that. It was a while ago, but it was. I won't forget it. That's for sure. I mean, it was.
How could I forget when I'm casting
matchup.
a view? I mean, come on, Sepsilence. Come on. Every match is special.
Every match is special. Oh, that's very sweet of you. Thank you. And Wayne State, I'm hoping they can spread the love quite like we just did there. But Teague, sending a message early, taunt the first one to fall, and it's usually the rounds where Teague pops off early. That's the round that PSC walks away with, and this one's already feeling like it might be PSC's for the taking. Teague finds 3 HP as well, so only 1 bullet from death. Maybe there's the turnaround of a lifetime right here from Wayne State, but gonna have to find 4 more kills. With Teague on the flank as well, updraft onto the high ground. Here comes a Blade Storm, able to find it. BB picks up another one, no way! Finn falls. All of a sudden, it's a 2v1. The lead, so confident from WVU, is immediately ripped away from them. Swabi, 100 HP and a classic. No way Wayne State pulls this off.
They could, though. The Blade Storm, it was perfectly timed. They used the Empress, too.
They're both so low.
Taken down. They are so low, so there is a chance that maybe they can just find a few shots, but they do have the better weaponry.
I'm so anxious for them. Misses the shot, pulls out the Blade Storm instead. Probably gonna go for an updraft play if I had to guess. Around the boxes, looks the wrong way. No, misses all the knives. No, Swabi, no. Oh no.
Oh, you hate to see it. And
my heart just shattered into a million pieces. Oh my god. I don't even have words. I'm so upset for them. That's heartbreaking.
That is incredibly heartbreaking. They had the clutch factor in there. They were able to bring it back. It was 2 versus 5 to 2 versus 1, but the damage to sustain just wasn't enough. And again, that Sage, we saw it time and time again. It didn't matter who seemed to be playing it. It just seemed to be a cursed role, unfortunately, for Wayne State. They were always falling first. That res was never able to come on. Well, it was online, but never actually came out. I don't think we saw 1 res. I think we saw only 1 res, actually, the entirety of the series.
And then they immediately died.
So, just could not find the success he needed with that ability. And you saw there the common collectiveness there from Swabi. Only had a classic, was able to get the spray transfer down perfectly. those are just situations you're never expecting it, but when you get there, you can rise to the occasion. Nerves of steel helps them get the win. It was still a very good lead, but like you and I said, that could have completely fallen out of their favor with a round like that.
Especially with the way they were coming back at the end there. I mean, there were absolute signs of life, but unfortunately, you have to show them a little earlier than that to walk away with a victory. We're going to throw it to a super short break, and we'll be back in just a couple of minutes. We've got an interview with Jay Chronic, so the in-house Sova player. A lot of Odin kills. I'm sure we'll talk about that a little bit, but we're going to throw it to a break. We'll see you folks right back here in just a couple of minutes.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 Classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 Wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, job that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, job that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Your offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 Classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 Wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cards is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable essay. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, it's kids. That's wealth, years and years. Promise my brother, soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cards is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to. Back when I was broken, I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must've got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Your offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head. What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 Wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing!
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, it's kids. That's wealth, years and years. Promise my brother, soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cards is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable essay. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, it's kids. That's wealth, years and years. Promise my brother, soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cards is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to. Back when I was broken, I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must've got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Your offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head. What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome back. After a very convincing 2-0 victory, we now get to pull back the curtain a little bit and speak to one of the players from the game themselves. We're going to be speaking to Jay Chronic, the Odin-loving Sova. Jay Chronic, how do you feel, man? A very convincing victory.
Feeling great, man. I'm super happy we were able to just convincingly win the game today, get it over with nice and easy.
Absolutely. So you guys, one of few teams remaining that are undefeated. You might be the only. I don't know how many are left, but I know there's not a lot. You just knocked out one of them. So I know there's only a couple remaining. So I want to ask, we're almost to the end of the season, only 3 weeks to go before we kind of break off into playoffs and whatnot. How do you feel about your odds for the rest of this? Are you guys going to go undefeated all the way?
That's what we're looking. That's what we're looking to do. We have a lot of momentum right now. We're a super momentum-based team, and when the momentum gets behind us, we're really hard to beat.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like you guys had all the momentum today, and there's really nothing that was going to be able to stop you. Now, I got to talk to one of your teammates, coaches, not exactly sure, Josh S. We were talking with them earlier, and one thing that they relayed to me is that you are known within the team as Sovadiff. Now, we did see a bit of that come out today, but do you think there's any particular reason for why your teammates would call you that?
I mean, they like to joke around with me a lot. I think it's at the beginning of the season when we were starting, I was relatively new on Sova, and the diff wasn't really occurring yet. And slowly, as we've been playing more and more, I think that title of Sova Differ is now true.
Yeah, I mean, it just will it into existence, right? You say it enough times, and it does happen. Really quickly, I want to talk about just like your experience as a team, because you guys, have some pretty star players on this roster. Some of VCS experience. I know you actually were a coach for a few teams. One that I casted a while ago in Dreamland. So, what is it like having a few players and a lot of members kind of involved with that more professional scene coming into collegiate?
It's super nice. Going into this year, I knew a lot of our players. I've coached many of them before. I've worked alongside of them for months before we came in here. So it was a lot easier for us to all get together and, get this team going off to a great start. Really, I'll just say it makes everything a lot easier.
Yeah, I mean, simple enough. I mean, I can only assume, coming in, you guys know you're all, maybe not experts, so to speak, but you've got that kind of work under your belt. You know exactly what you're coming into. That's got to be a super helpful thing. So, Jay Chronic, just one more question for you before we let you go. Of course, a very simple one, but while you're here with us, is there anybody you want to shout out or just anybody you generally like to thank?
I want to give a huge shout out to Josh. He is our esports director. He got all of us here. He's the one responsible for us all being here today. Other than that, just shout out to everyone that's supporting us. My family, I know some of them are watching right now.
Oh.
Shout out to them.
That's awesome. Well, Jay Chronic, we'll let you go, man. I know it's late for you as well. I mean, it's not that late, honestly. You guys 13-4 both maps, so if anything, we're ahead of schedule, but we'll let you go either way. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure.
Yeah. Absolutely. It was a pleasure getting to talk to you. And with that, folks, that does bring tonight to a close. Like I said, 2 13-4 maps back to back were, quick, not as many rounds as we're used to, so to speak. But I know before we go, there's also a quick couple of thank yous that we want to say before we head off.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to thank HyperX, Legion by Lenovo, DreamSeat, Esports Gear, and iBuyPower, all amazing sponsors of this competition and the league. Big shout out to ECAC and CSMG for running these tournaments and having us here on the broadcast. We had a lot of fun tonight. And lastly, a big thank you to EMP Live Designs, the production company straight out of Hawaii, who brings off this lovely affair. Without them, we also wouldn't be here on your computer screen. So thank you to all those wonderful folks who have made this event happen.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, a huge shout out to Colton, our producer in the back line. He is our producer for everything across the board. If you're seeing it happen here at ECAC, he's probably got something to do with it one way or another. So just a small clap for him as well. But everybody, thank you so much for watching. A huge shout out to both of the teams for coming out tonight. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. We've got Rocket League. The day after that, we've got Overwatch. And then we'll start it all over again next week. But for the time being, check your posture, drink some water, and don't forget to love each other. Enjoy the rest of your night. We'll see you guys next time.
And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a sore. I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore. Just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big. Jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little. My God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big. The only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine. Now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to. Back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big. Foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch ahead. What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big. Jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little. My God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big. The only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a sore. I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore. Just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big. Jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little. My God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big. The only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine. Now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to. Back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 2 cents and now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got 2 bit. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Your offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head. What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got 2 bit. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Your offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head. What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.